To another stream. Anyways, welcome to another live stream here on the Future Tech Ideas YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. If anyone is watching, thank you for tuning in. In this stream, we'll be talking about current events as we usually do, taking a look at some topics, related to current events, and taking a look at the technology as well, and of course, a few police-related things, considering a lot of police brutality cases are in the news and have been for quite some time. So we're going to cover all of that, just me and Jason here. All our other guests are currently unavailable. So Jason Goyette, the owner of Future Tech Ideas, and of course the co-owner, me, will be doing the stream tonight. So anyways, let's get started. Of course, you can follow Future Tech Ideas on Twitter at Future Tech Ideas if you aren't doing that already. You can also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Future Tech Ideas. Make sure to like us there. That's pretty much it. So make sure like the video, comment, leave your thoughts and opinions. We might mention those in the video, and of course we'll be mentioning the photo of the week, and I'm pretty sure we'll be doing the deal of the week or something like that.
Oh yeah, deal of the week and app
of the week. So we'll be getting that out of the way towards the end of the broadcast once we're done with all our news stories. So Jason, you have anything to start off with? You want to say? Or?
Yes. First off, make sure to follow me at Jason Goyette on Twitter. Also, we have a Flickr now. It's flickr.com/Future Tech Ideas. So I just wanted to mention that, and let's go ahead and get into the show.
Yeah, and you can most certainly follow me at Flickr too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. CK263.
Yeah, that's it. So make sure to check me out, and of course, don't forget about Future Tech Ideas, because can't forget about them.
Oh yeah. Well,
anyways, moving on to our first topic of the evening: a new way to travel, at least possibly. The HyperLoop, a new transportation system envisioned by Elon Musk. It is theoretically supposed to be faster than the world's fastest commercial train, which is in wait, where is it? Thailand? Is it? Hey, I got it here.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll get to that point in a minute. Musk says the new system would be able to transport riders from Los Angeles to San Francisco in 35 minutes using vacuum-like tubes and an air-bearing suspension system. That's a 350-mile or 563-kilometer trip, moving at 700 miles per hour or 1,126 kilometers an hour. That speed would make it faster than the Shanghai Maglev, name we were trying to think of there, train, which was recorded at its fastest speed at 311 miles per hour. So, question is, Jason, would you ride something like the Hyperloop?
I'd have to wait a while and see how it does, because I would rather have it tested out for a couple years and see how it runs, because with all the train disasters and all the bus disasters and all the stuff that's happening with transportation in general, I'd rather hold off on trying something new, because they're not doing a too good job at the public transportation safety wise.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, 700 miles an hour. That's if anything does go wrong, it could be very disastrous.
Oh, yeah. You won't even feel it. You wouldn't feel the wreck. It would be like
unless this thing is indestructible.
Exactly.
This little capsule or whatever you're flying through a tube in. Well, first of all, the tube would probably be disintegrated, at least wherever something happened, and the little capsule would also probably be all over the place.
So the question is, like, the capsules, are they like separate capsules linked, or is it one big capsule? That's what I'm.
I think they're separate capsules. I think.
Okay.
And you can actually, some of them apparently, depending on which system they go for, in certain places, you can actually even drive your car into.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Also to mention, I wonder the costs on this. Like, would it be cheaper? Would it be cheaper to build a regular rail, or is it a lot cheaper to build the Hyperloop, for example?
I'm not sure on that one. Like, he's been relatively secretive in those details, but I don't know. Like.
Okay, so Musk says that building a Hyperloop system would cost $6 billion.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is cheaper now I think about it. Yeah, I think you compare something now I think about it, but
several tens of billions proposed for tracks for the California Rail project. Several billion. Oh,
yeah,
several tens of, holy cow.
But what they want to put in is probably something that's already been tested. They know it works.
Exactly.
So you want to take a chance on how many people that could be riding this thing every day.
Yeah, I totally agree. Because it would probably cost a lot more to have it tested, and it would just add expenses to it.
This thing is going between two major cities, so
San Francisco to LA, isn't it?
Mm.
A train that fast should be going not just from that. It should be going from the East Coast to the West Coast. Because I mean.
Well, apparently it would apparently be more complicated to do it over long distances.
Yeah, and a lot more expensive too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But think about it, if you had a system like that spanned all over North America.
Yeah, and you're first trying it out. You don't want to waste all that money and it be a complete disaster, you know.
Yeah, and then have all this useless infrastructure.
Yeah, they tear out a lot of old buildings and stuff too. I didn't think of that.
Oh yeah, tear down everything, or put it through a middle of the road like some cities want to do.
So that would be scary. You'd be driving down the road. And go, what the heck was that?
Yeah, apparently it's supposed to be some sort of vacuum tube that it would travel.
Yeah, that's interesting because I never heard of this vacuum type method for propulsion. It's kind of weird.
Well, I guess they can put atoms and stuff through it. Isn't that what they do with the
accelerator, particle accelerator?
Yeah, the particle collider and all. Where they smash particles into one another.
Oh man, that stuff is. I love that stuff. I love reading stuff on that, watching stuff on that. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
Search for the God particle.
I remember when the scientists came out and said it was real.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, major news!" Like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
I forget. Isn't the biggest collider in the United States, or is it over in?
I think it's in Europe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in Europe somewhere. Yes.
Yeah.
But the second biggest one is in the United States, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Ohio or somewhere, Indiana, something. I think somewhere around there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Second biggest collider, I believe, is in the United States.
Alrighty. Anything else you want to say? Actually, personally, I should actually mention this. Personally, I think I agree with you. I take my time before I set foot in this thing.
Yeah, I would wait. I would definitely wait and see what happens to it.
Yeah, unless this thing's indestructible and nothing's gonna damage it.
Yeah, but you gotta say $6 billion for something like that. That's pretty cheap.
It is.
Something like that. I mean, 700 miles an hour and all this new technology with it.
$6 billion is a lot of money if it doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, not nowhere near as a life. I mean, they could kill somebody with that thing though.
It's a little scary. I don't know. They have to make sure it works before they said, yeah, okay, it's safe to ride.
Especially when you mention cars going inside the capsules and stuff. Especially when you mention that, that's a lot of weight.
Oh yeah.
But see, what I don't get is the propulsion and stuff. I wonder if it's a lot safer than regular rails with a vacuum-like tube.
I don't know.
Cause basically it would have to have like a tube around it, right? And then the capsule will go through it. So basically it's kind of like a little cylindrical tube that you're going through.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a vacuum though.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's interesting. I like to find out what happens to it. I like to find out what happens to it.
Yeah, it does have air in it. Looking at this here, so maybe let's see here. Yeah, so it would have air in it.
Okay,
so
yeah.
So maybe it would be like one of those things, where if you've ever been in a store or something where they got where they put stuff in it and they have to put it in a tube and it shoots it up and then you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Maybe it's something like that.
Okay, I just found some other information on it. The Musk says that he envisions the tube itself being built above ground, roughly following California's Interstate 5 highway. Sealed capsules carrying 28 passengers each would leave from stations in LA and San Francisco up to every 30 seconds during peak hours. That every 30 seconds, imagine how many people that could transport. 28 passengers with each capsule.
So how long would it take to stop these things?
3 miles maybe.
Oh, a little more than that, I think.
Yeah, I think so. How far does the space shuttle have to stop? Like how far is that? I forget.
I don't know.
Isn't it like a mile and a half or?
It would be. I think it would be a very long time. This thing would probably take longer.
Half a mile to a mile, I think.
I don't know. It'd be a long time.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Moving on to the next topic, anyways.
Next topic.
Yeah. Moving on. How do you feel about human evolution? What do you think could be next in human evolution? Like, where do you think we're going to evolve to? What do you think we're going to be like in the future, realistically?
I'm going to be talking for hours on this. Realistically, well, as of now, it's been proven that our brains are getting smaller, and we're not really having more muscle growth. We're kind of losing our muscle growth, and our brains are getting smaller, which means that we don't really need the muscle. But I don't see why is our brains getting smaller? That would imply that we're getting dumber, basically. I think,
Maybe,
right?
yeah, but because they were saying, I've seen this somewhere.
Yeah.
That, they think our intelligence may have peaked during the Stone Ages.
Oh boy, that's troubling. That's troubling.
Yeah.
Rocks
But think about it, we don't
crashing
have to hunt anymore, really.
Exactly.
Everybody else does that for you.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, today's idea of hunting is going to the store and getting the best deal.
I wonder what would happen if we would be sent back to the Stone Ages, like right now.
You don't have to concern yourself with, some wild animal eating you. Well,
Yeah.
in most cases.
Do you think a lot of people would die off trying to cope with the living conditions of basically living in caves and stuff?
No, sure they would. You couldn't put them in a cold place either.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd have a lot of things to deal with, and it'd be such a huge change to think about. Where do you get your food?
Yeah, I get my food from the supermarket.
There you go. You don't start hunting and
No. Well, that's another thing to talk about is the people that know how to hunt and know how to scavenge for food and stuff like that in the wilderness. That's a good skill to learn nowadays because there's no telling where we're heading now. I mean, look at the economy, look at all the stuff that's happening. There's no telling.
I don't remember what the show was called. I think they still got it on history every now and then. It's where they simulate what happens when the world ends type thing.
Colony, the Colony.
No, it's something else. That wasn't Discovery Colony, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Where they, like there was one episode where the sun, all of a sudden just got bigger, and I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. Anyways, the power goes out and stuff like that. What happens? Everybody's gonna rush to the stores and buy stuff, and they only have just enough for maybe a day or two at the store. So once that runs out, what do you do then? What do you do when you don't have running water?
Turn to hunting beasts with knives. I don't think there's enough guns for every human being on the planet.
I'm sure they could make enough.
Yeah, they could make enough.
There's only 300 million in the U.S., so you have 311 million people in the United States. So theoretically, you could almost give everybody a gun.
Almost.
Like obviously, people have more than one gun, but
yeah. I think people would start scavenging and fighting and then you got to think of the ammunition and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to supply ammunition for the guns.
Yeah, but back throwing rocks.
Yeah, exactly. What I think basically where we're heading is like the evolution of mankind. I do believe in evolution, but it's a touchy subject, so I'm not going to go into talking about God and evolution and all that. Hey, look who it is.
But keep going. I think you should share your thoughts on it.
My thoughts are basically, I think we're going to get smarter, and I kind of goes with the I kind of got distracted with my thought process I was in, but I think we're gonna get smarter, and I do think that our muscles and everything, like we don't really need muscles nowadays. It's more important to be smart than to be super strong.
You need them in some cases.
Yeah, you need to walk around and stuff like that, but you don't need it.
Think about this.
Okay.
Let's say you're moving. You have to move a piece of furniture.
Yeah.
You can't just magically levitate it from one location to another.
That's where the evolution comes into play. Realistically.
A live hangout. Oh yeah.
Okay, Mark.
Yeah, but think about it, Jason. Let's say you got a big piece of furniture to move. What are you gonna do?
You're gonna break your arm trying to move it.
It's not gonna float down. Like let's say you're in a two-story house, and let's say you had to bring it from the upstairs to downstairs.
Yeah.
Or maybe from the main to the second floor. You're gonna need some muscle to at least move it.
Yeah. But what if all of a sudden there's this big evolution in mankind? One day all of a sudden we start evolving, we start getting these abilities and start being less physical and more mental. We start having more mental abilities.
Well, it would probably happen to some people at first.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
With the way people seem to react to people that are different.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't go over that well.
Oh heck no! They'd be scared of them. They'd try to kill them. They'd fear them. Absolutely, I totally agree with that.
Unfortunately, it wouldn't go over that well.
Yeah. But that's what I was kind of leading to is not using muscle. Like if you have the mental ability to levitate objects and stuff like that, and you're like really super smart, then of course you're not going to need to move it with your hands. You're not going to need the muscle. So I think over time.
Do you think that's realistically possible?
In the future, yes.
To levitate an object.
In the future.
You use a magnetic field to levitate objects.
But you can't use a magnetic field to levitate a piece of wood.
What about gravity? What about manipulating gravity?
I guess, but I don't know.
I beg you, Cole. I beg you to watch Dr. Michio Kaku. I'm going to send you a link. I know I probably forgot, but I think I tweeted him out. But Michio Kaku, he has a lot of theories. He's a theoretical physicist, and he's one of the leading theoretical physicists. Very smart guy, and I'm going to send you a link to him because you need to watch his videos. I demand it. He's got a website too. You can check out. As well.
I don't know. It just seems like it just seems far-fetched.
Yeah, right. I mean, right now that's because you got to open your mind. You got to open your mind to the possibilities.
I'm just saying, like, trying to swing my mind here is like, how would this be possible? Other than
you got to wrap your mind.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the magnet on my fridge only attracts other metal.
Yeah, but it also can repel other things as well. Like if it's magnet.
But two magnets, I know.
Yeah, but I think if metal is magnetized, can't you repel it with a magnet as well? If a metal north and south.
You need a really strong magnet.
Yeah, you need north and south poles.
Exactly, electromagnet, I think.
Yeah.
But basically what I'm trying to say is I believe not in 100 years, not in 200 years, possibly 1,000 to however many, up above that, 2,000. I believe we'll be able to move stuff and have mental abilities more than we have physical abilities.
Neither of us will be able to see it, but
yeah, absolutely not. No, I mean, what's going to happen 50 years from now when we're all alive? Nothing. It's probably going to be the same damn stuff you're seeing now.
It'd probably be a little different. Like, think about how much has changed in the last 50 years.
But we won't have, like I'm saying, mental ability. Won't be able to.
No. People themselves, 50 years ago, are pretty much the same.
We'll still look the same, but then again, we'll have Google glasses and look like cyborgs all the time.
Yeah, I think those Google glasses, they're kind of cool, but they seem a little distracting. Don't you think?
They can be, but once your mind, I mean, look at all the stuff we're doing now. I mean, how many things are you multitasking a day? Like, you got your phone, you got your tablet, you got a computer, you got your stuff.
Well, scientists say that humans really aren't that great at multitasking. We just think we are.
Exactly.
But think about this. Like, you're wearing glasses right now too. Now, apparently the message pops up, towards the side of your eye, right?
Yeah.
So it's not directly in front of you. So if you're going to look to that corner, you can't keep one eye focused on what's in front of you, and one eye, both of your eyes are going to look over that way unless you're able to do that somehow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a long message like that. It's not like a huge screen where you can have a paragraph out. I think it's just like a little message.
It might, but if it did catch your attention, like, things can happen in a split second.
Oh, absolutely. You're driving or exactly.
And you're going to focus on that, so everything in the background could become a blur for that split second.
Yeah. By the way, everybody, I apologize. Mark Hyder joined the hangout here. He was a bit tied up, so here's Mark Hyder. Hyder Potter 4010, I believe.
Yeah.
So what were you saying, Mark? Yeah, what were you saying, Mark?
Yeah, what's your thoughts on this? I'm curious to the topic in case you don't know.
It's a bit like those battle missions in some games. You get one eye.
Mark.
Yeah.
Do you know what we're talking about here?
No, because I'll
just stop it for you so you know what we're talking about.
I got the link late.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, guys, I apologize. I apologize for that.
So, Mark, what we're basically talking about is, how do you feel about human evolution? What do you think could be next in human evolution, realistically? Where could we be, sometime in the future, realistically?
That's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And some people, don't, like Christians, won't believe in that sort of thing.
Yeah, it depends on religious views and all that, yeah.
I mean, even without the evolution, like, where do you think we'll be as a human being? Will it be different appearance? Will we have
here's a question I got for you. Do you consider technology part of our evolution?
Yes.
Yes. I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Yeah, but it's not a living thing, though.
No.
It's invented by someone.
No.
So, did we evolve from fishes or something?
Well, once we start introducing technology into our bodies and like these micro little nano things that they can inject in your veins and stuff, then we could go ahead and incorporate technology into the evolutionary
Jason,
process.
How would you feel having little nanobots running around through your bloodstream?
Actually, someone who suffers from disabilities and stuff, I would absolutely be totally okay with it because
if it could help.
If it could help, absolutely, absolutely.
If it can help, can you get past security in the airport because your alarm will stop?
Well, see, that's where I go with evolution. Things would have to evolve. They would security airports and stuff like that. They'd have to evolve into realizing, hey, we gotta accommodate these people who have these little nanobots running through their veins. It'd be kind of scary. Don't get me wrong. It'd be scary knowing that you have a little.
Would a metal detector would one of those even pick up something that small?
I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting. I think they would.
It's kind of. It might be too small for it to even pick it up.
Yeah. If that's the case, then that's good. That's good on my
sure,
side.
It might pick up a belt buckle or something, but that's a lot bigger than a nano-sized thing.
But you don't know. Maybe in the future they might have nano-sized bombs or something.
That'd be scary.
Like little tiny bombs that could release viruses or explosions and stuff. Yeah, it's
that's
scary
kind of how
stuff to think
technology
about.
could be kind of the bad side of
Good,
technology.
good. It's good and bad thing. Yeah, there's good and bad everywhere, like I always say. I mean, in humans and animals and life and even in Google Hangouts.
So,
there's good
Mark,
things and bad things.
Anyways, continue.
I don't know what you said. What you say?
About your thoughts on evolution and where will we be in say 100 years? Will we look different? Do you think, or will we have like mental abilities?
I don't care. I don't really care because I'll be dead. I won't be able to see it anyway.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with him actually.
But you gotta you gotta think of stuff like that. You gotta think of stuff like that. I do all the time.
Unfortunately, Jason, I don't think my kids are gonna have to deal with it either. It's just like that far off in the future.
See, that's the problem that we have nowadays, guys. Is that the people in the present only care about the present. They don't care about the future.
Jason, you suggested it could be something that could happen in 1,000 or 2,000 years, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, whatever happens in like 1,000 or 2,000 years, doesn't quite concern. Like, think about the people that lived in like the year 1,000. They probably didn't even give a moment's thought about the year 2,000.
That's true, but they weren't really as evolved as we are today. Like we see what we're doing to the Earth now. They didn't see what they did because they barely did anything to the Earth. They didn't try to destroy it. They just lived off the land, and now we're destroying the Earth, and we're not thinking about our future. We don't care about that. So what's going to happen when the future comes and people are dying and the world ends? It could be our own fault for killing our own planet.
We can think about only evolution in our own lifespan.
Yeah, we don't necessarily treat the planet, maybe the way we should. I don't know. We see a nice little forest, and what do we think? Like that'd be a nice little place for a parking lot. What do you think?
or the
Put a big old grocery store right there.
Okay, that's interesting. Did you get a message from Anthony, Mark?
Yes, I did.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. Apparently, you said you'd been on the show. Apparently.
Huh?
Well, let's continue. Continue.
Well, we'll talk about it after. Yep. Next topic. Next topic.
Okay, so next topic. This is the last one I'll be introducing. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. I don't remember the list. Anyways, Google Glass update offers alerts and new voice commands. Google has rolled out its monthly update for Google Glass. It includes new voice commands, which will work for certain apps available for Google Glass. It also adds new Now cards for things like weather alerts and reminders about restaurant reservations, finding movie showtimes and traffic conditions, and also ways to reroute you in traffic.
I find that very good. I find that very cool. But like you said, it's going to be a distraction, but also you have Google Glass on. You don't need to get out your phone. It's right there. You get the traffic notifications. You get the weather alerts. If there's a tornado or hurricane or whatever. You get that right there when you're wearing your glasses.
What do you think the radio is for then?
Yeah,
he's got a point. That's why we have radios in our vehicles.
But not everybody listens to that. And who's gonna? If they have the radio off, okay. If they have the radio off, they don't have to worry about turning it on to get a notification or to get an alert. They have their glasses on when they're driving or whatever.
But some people
Well,
have
for weather
their-
alerts, if it's a really major storm, you're probably going to see it coming unless it's
Yeah.
instantly
Right.
there.
But some people got those special radios for weather anyway.
Yeah, weather radios, yeah.
So I kind of get that you guys are anti Google Glass.
I'm not anti Google Glass. I like the idea of it. I'm just saying there could be a lot of distractions for it. Like we
Yeah,
have
but-
at least here we have all these distracted driving laws. Can't use your phone. Can't touch your phone. So we can wear a pair of glasses. Gonna have things popping up all over and.
It's like having you can have like a little TV in your eye.
Yeah, you're driving to a busy downtown road and this pop-up comes up. There's a restaurant, just 3 blocks ahead. People crossing the road, traffic everywhere. Oh, that's wonderful and distracting. I'll just continue
yeah,
driving. See how that could be a little disastrous?
Yeah, there'd be a lot of road rage. I can tell you that.
Hit somebody.
It's like you won't be able to watch like a movie and drive. That'd be impossible.
No,
Yeah.
no. If you did that, you'd be hitting cars left, right, and center.
Yeah, you'd be bouncing off the cars like ping pongs. Boom, boom.
Yeah, but
boom.
no, you won't be able to watch the weather forecast as well.
Yeah. Unless it was something really, really discreet.
But I think these updates and stuff are going to get better and better with Google Glass. Like I said, I am okay with Google Glass. I have no problem with it. It's a great idea, like Cole says.
Yeah.
But I also am wanting to try them out. I'm wanting to have them on.
What they think they should do is they should at least make it so it doesn't work if it's moving at a high rate of speed.
There you go. I think I mentioned that a long time ago. Like when you're in the car or something like that, it'll turn it off.
Yeah, like no notifications, stuff like that.
Exactly.
That
There
way
you
you don't
go.
have stuff popping up while you're on
I
the
mean,
highway.
we have that now. No notifications. We can turn our notifications off on our tablets, cell phones,
Yeah,
laptops,
you can
anything.
turn them off. Now, how many people
Yeah.
are going to voluntarily turn them off?
That's true. It should. Well, like I said, it should automatically do that for
Yeah,
you.
it's a pain in the
Yeah.
ass to begin with.
Even my network's got a Google app, a Google Glass app now.
Mhm.
Full screen beam.
What is it?
Full screen beam is my network.
Full
I
screen
got-
beam.
Yeah, they've got a Google Glass app.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool. Cool.
It is. It's an interesting idea, but it's
It's
a little
like
scary.
yeah, like you said, it's good. There's good things about Google Glass, and there's bad things about it.
like walking
Good
down
things
the road.
meaning.
And you go to one of those things on like
I don't know the thing of voice recognition. You can't really do that in the streets.
earphones and headphones and all that they've found them to be distracting to pedestrians. People
Oh,
walking
yeah, that's
out into
true, yeah.
traffic, getting run over, as they
That
didn't
is
hear
true.
a vehicle coming. They didn't, people
but
didn't
that
hear
wouldn't do
somebody
it.
coming up.
Yeah, that wouldn't do anything with your hearing and stuff. It'd
Yeah,
be
but you
more
might
your
not
sight.
see might not
Yeah, it'd
see
be
what's
more
in
your
front
sight.
of you.
Yeah.
So let's say you're walking up to a road and you look at you get distracted by that. Unless you stop.
Okay, here's an idea. They implement like a limit where how many notifications you can have.
But it could be the
Instead of-
very
instead of- instead of
first
having-
notification that does something though.
Yeah, but I doubt it. It would do stuff. Yeah, it would have. But people
Hey,
do
you
it
know
all the
what?
time with their
Hey,
phones.
think about
People,
it. A simple
people
text.
getting.
A simple text message has killed people
Yeah, exactly.
on
That's what I'm
highways
saying.
all
But-
over
but
North
look,
America.
Are we banning cell phones? Are we taking them away? Are we saying
We're not
let's
we're only
let's
banning
not
them
get 'em?
vehicles. We have
Yeah.
at least here we got tons of distracted driving laws.
Well, that's why we implement the end the notification. Take off the
Yeah.
notifications
Now,
when you're
are
driving.
these laws working with a lot of people? No.
But I think Google should incorporate with their next update that feature where if it senses that the Google Glass is moving at a over 5 miles an hour, then they shut off all notifications automatically without no user able to turn them on until
That way,
until
even
they
if you're
stop.
on your little bike,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
way, you're still able to use this thing.
Yeah, you don't fall and break your hand or break your arm or something.
Yeah, or hit something.
Yeah.
Sure, it might sound, not much could happen on a bike, but a lot can happen on a bike.
Oh, absolutely. Four-wheelers, dirt bikes, you name it, anything that's motorized.
Or even without a motor, even on your little pedal bike, you can make a lot happen too.
Hell, let's go for walking. Even when you're walking, you can trip and fall down on and break your mama's back.
Or
Okay,
the skate-
there's been cases of open manhole covers. If you're paying attention to some notification, and people have walked right into them and
Or
not
even-
noticed them.
Even skateboarding would be good.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Hey, listen to this. When I was in like 4th grade, I used to walk into poles all the damn time.
Yeah, I remember one time, it was a little embarrassing.
I'm talking to my friends like this, and bam!
I think I did that once. I was walking out of a store. You know how they have those little poles in front of the store?
Oh,
Didn't know one.
them things hurt, dude. When you hit your knee on them or something,
Yeah.
like pow, and you're like, oh. But yeah, I used to watch videos on YouTube of people walking into like glass walls and stuff. Hilarious. I recommend watching them. It's hilarious.
Unless they break or something, that could be scary.
Yeah, well, no, usually they don't break on the videos that I watch, but some of them do. And the guys like walk like through like they're Terminator, like they just keep walking through the glass, like.
Yeah, I think I've seen
like, what the heck?
one video is person walked right through a bus shelter.
Holy cow!
Yeah, at least a one sheet of glass, anyways.
He must have been running.
A little bit, yeah.
Fast walking.
Yeah. Just
We
shattered it.
We've even got something called Think in the UK that
What's
gives
Think?
you. Yeah, it's like a safety campaign where you use your mobile phone and driving.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's definitely a good idea.
Anything you can do to curb, like here in this city, a cop. You know what he did? Now, was this program they're running. Now he dressed up as a homeless guy. All right, Jason.
Yep.
And he had a little cardboard sign. He stood in the median of a road at an intersection. And I don't remember entirely what the sign said, but if you were on your phone right now, you were about to get a ticket. They had a cop waiting up the road to give out tickets, and it actually did work. They gave out a few tickets.
See, but just like the laws with click it or ticket, like click it or ticket, they're posted everywhere. They're even on TV, on YouTube ads and stuff like that. But are people really putting on their seatbelt all the time they get in a car? Absolutely not. I see people driving up here all the time.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, so.
And, some people have their reasons for it.
But like I said, if you say that these cops do that, like they implement that I don't think a lot of people would do it.
Yeah, it's only going to work to an extent, Yeah,
that happens a lot in the UK.
Yeah.
A lot of people are stopped without seatbelts.
Well, good. We need to do that a lot more here because.
It's not just that passengers, everyone needs to be wearing seatbelts, including passengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're almost out of time.
Alrighty, so next topic, I got a little out of order for some reason, so the next topic is actually number 4, so Jason, you can go ahead and introduce that one.
Alrighty, okay, here, pardon the swear word, but I'm going to go ahead and add that to it. A man calls a cop bitch, and he's executed immediately. So as the patrol officer is exiting her car with her gun drawn, and she asked this gentleman that's standing outside of a store or a little area, I think it's like a little mini mall. She tells him to get on the ground. The gentleman didn't get on the ground. He was inside. Yeah, it was a restaurant. He was inside the restaurant. She asked again. The man then exited the restaurant, and he was exiting. As he was exiting the restaurant, and he said, "What are you gonna do, bitch?" About a second later, she shot him in the chest, and he died.
Oh, wow.
For saying bitch. Now, is that a prime example of cops trying to be above the law?
Let me understand this first.
You know what? If you call me a name, I'm gonna kill you. How about that? Like, how stupid is that?
Think about this, like, don't we kind of necessarily have the right to kind of say that? Like, whether that was smart to say that to a cop or not?
No, it wasn't. Absolutely not.
But I think kind of, at least, I'm pretty sure, we have the, freedom of speech, right?
Absolutely.
Doesn't that fall under that?
That definitely does fall under that.
So, I can understand, maybe she might be offended, but I can't imagine he's the first guy to do it.
Absolutely not. Heck, I sat with my brother, and he's called cops names all the time when he got pulled over. Yeah. And they didn't do nothing. They didn't shoot him.
I think it's a little overboard. Like, what happened? Did anything happen before this?
That's all there is, I believe.
Is there anything that happened after, before?
I think she's on administrative leave. I think.
Like,
they're doing a trial and everything. They're gonna.
Did anything happen after?
After he dies? I mean, he dies.
After he said that. Like, what happened?
No,
Did she immediately pull the gun, or?
Yeah. Well, when I watched the video, and I seen it happen. She's out there pointing her
Like this
gun.
was some sort of
and then-
CBS video or something, was
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, and then you see this guy running out. You actually see him, and you hear those pow 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 or that shot, and then he falls down.
Like, was he trying to run from her? Or?
I don't know. I mean, but you're gonna kill somebody over running from you. I mean, even if it's a traffic violation that you're trying to give the guy, you don't kill the guy for trying to run away from
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure this one out here. Like it. Either way, it's like just at face value, from the facts you've given. Overkill. Overboard. Just overboard.
I mean, hey, get this. If that was implemented, if that was a law, you can't cuss. Imagine how many people would be having better language, I guess you could say.
I think most of the population would would
not be cussing.
I think most of the population would be, and still would end up getting fines or however they would
but
deal
I
with
mean,
that.
killing just for calling a woman a B word.
Does it say if he had like a previous record or something?
No, I don't think it said that.
No.
Let me look at it again. I got it pulled up here. I didn't find it. I looked through it and I didn't find it. There's a video and there's like a little article.
All right. Yeah.
See it?
Let's see.
They're talking about the First Amendment almost dead at the empire goes after the truth seeker. According to link story from Salon, Orwell warned us of this day. Ah! There you go. 3 p.m. on Tuesday this happened.
Right. Yeah, it's an interesting case.
In the parking lot of Harbor Place Shopping Center at 3 p.m. on Tuesday.
I think it's one of those stories that you'd really have to look into to see really what happened.
I mean, the reason why is because it's posted on Before It's News, and the media does not cover stories like this.
Yeah, like you don't know if he was acting in an aggressive way or not, but like I said, at face value, it does sound pretty overboard.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, there wasn't much on here because, like I said, the media does not cover this, so obviously there's not going to be a lot of information on it. There's just a video and about a.
Well, it looks like CBS there covered it or whatever.
Yes. Oh no, this is on YouTube, I think.
Yeah, but if you look at it, there's actually different things in there. At least from what I've seen.
CBS Los Angeles.
Yeah,
CBS Los Angeles, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's somebody that reposted it, but yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and look at that. Let's look at that real quick. Oh, it goes back to Before It's News. Link back. Redirecting to Los Angeles .cbs local. Okay, yeah, CBS. This. Unarmed home. Oh wait, huh? Eyewitness record: Santa Ana officer shoots and kills unarmed homeless man. What? I don't think that he was homeless. Yeah, this is a different story. I don't know about that.
So, Mark, you have anything to say on that one?
I haven't heard that news story. It doesn't always get reported.
Yeah, a lot of those stories really don't get reported that much.
Yeah, Before It's News, that they cover all that stuff that the media doesn't really cover. I mean, like you said, CNN or CBS or whatever, they covered it, but they didn't cover it well enough, I don't think, in my opinion.
Well, it depends how much information was available to them as well.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because they have the same, sure they might have sources, but they're limited in what they can do as well.
Yeah, and speaking of sources, that should bring up the next topic. I think.
Moving on to the next topic, number 5 on the list. Should bloggers have the same rights and protections as high-paid journalists? Looking at an article I seen here a few weeks back. I'm going to quote this from the article here. It's a Yahoo News article, but as the U.S. Senate continues to debate a national law to protect journalists from protecting their sources, 2 senators believe unpaid bloggers and websites like WikiLeaks shouldn't get extended First Amendment protections in the U.S. So basically here, the Senate Free Flow of Information Act of 2013 would establish a national shield law that would give journalists protection in testifying in situations when investigators want the sources of confidential information used in media reports. So they're basically saying that bloggers and stuff like that shouldn't have the same rights. What do you think on that, Jason? Do you think they should have the same rights or no?
I absolutely do. I absolutely do.
Yeah, because there's all these alternative media.
I mean,
sources.
who cares? Who cares if you're an unpaid blogger or whatever? Or you're not, CNN or CNET or whoever. That doesn't matter. You're a human being. You should have the right, the First Amendment right to do and say and post and do what you want. I mean, it's
But
a subject.
some news companies will ask you to send your videos anyway.
Yeah, they will, but to totally not allow them their First Amendment right. And WikiLeaks, adding WikiLeaks to the topic just adds the speculation.
Yeah, I think it depends on your view of WikiLeaks.
Yeah, well, yeah,
obviously
exactly.
I don't think the government likes them too much, but
hey, guess what? WikiLeaks, another thing, good and bad. Good and bad. Another thing I was
yeah,
talking
it
about.
depends what kind of information they're releasing too.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's why I say some of the stuff they add, they release is bad because it gets us vulnerable to attack.
Yeah,
but then
if you're
some
gonna
of
do
the
that,
things,
then you're not helping anybody really.
Absolutely no. You're helping the other people that are trying to blow us up.
Yeah, so like certain things, yeah, I can understand. Certain things, no.
Yeah, like they having stuff that the government's hiding. Yeah, absolutely, that's good. But when you go and provide locations and stuff like that of bases and our military,
that's the reason that stuff's kept secret.
Exactly. So you can implement that to the United States and also to other countries around the world. And
so I understand that that's a reason you dislike WikiLeaks. But yeah, personally, I do agree with you, Jason. I think bloggers and all that should have the same rights as the rights and protections as the big time media does. Sure, we're not CNN.
Exactly.
But, hey, would you consider a blogger media if they wrote about news? Why not?
Exactly. There you go.
If they want to use my video, pay me.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're a paid blogger.
Now you're paid. Yeah. We're all paid because we're on YouTube.
There you go. Let's have some advertising or on your blog. Let's put up some ads. Google AdSense or whatever it is. Boom.
There you go. We're paid bloggers.
So you want to move on to?
We're paid journalists. That sounds better. That sounds better.
Yeah. So let's see here. Let's move on to. I think we're done with the news topics for this week. So let's get on to photo of the week. Let me pull that up for you right now. Haven't truly prepared it, so let's see. I gotta get to the thing here. Here it is. Pull this up. So in case you didn't hear us earlier, we do have our own Flickr account now. That's Future Tech Ideas Pics. Different from my Flickr account that I usually extremely promote.
Oh yes, very.
So we got two pictures this week. Two photos of the week. One from me and of course one from our guest or team member, or I don't exactly remember what he is. Either way, his name is Erwin. He sent in a good picture, and of course the first picture that you're going to be seeing here is going to be one of my pictures. So we're going to get that up here in just a second here.
Screen share.
Yeah, no, I just got to get this ready first.
Okay. Yep.
I mean, technical difficulties again. I'm not entirely used to the way Ubuntu works all of a sudden.
Yeah, I hate Google Plus the way it's been acting on me, man.
Yeah, no, Ubuntu's confusing me now. It's been so long since I've used it. But Windows 8's been giving me problems lately. So, okay, we have two pictures here, so I'm going to pull them up in just a second. In just a second. Almost there. Certainly almost there. Alright. Screen share. Alright, so hopefully this is on the screen now. Jason, is it up?
That is awesome. I love that.
That's the picture I sent in this week. That's right here in Edmonton. That's the Utah Conservatory with downtown in the background there. Took that Friday, so I got that picture there.
Yes. Don't know.
So basically, these pyramids are full of plants and stuff like that.
That is a beautiful place to spend the day. Have like a picnic or something, I think.
And of course, right here in the center, you can see downtown.
Man, he looks like the Louvre.
It looks like the Louvre?
It looks like something like the Da Vinci Code or something.
Da Vinci Code, yeah. That's what I was trying to place it. I was like, where did I see this before? I've seen this somewhere, and that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
I think underneath that, like the rose line ends or something like that. Something having to do with the rose line, I think.
I don't know. I know
In the
there's
pyramid.
yeah, there's a small little pyramid in the center here too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay,
different
yeah.
plants and stuff like that. It's
Oh
full
yeah,
of
go
plants and
skiing
stuff.
down there. Go skiing down there as well. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, this area is full of plants, of course, downtown there. And then the next picture, which is also the second photo of the week, is sent in by Erwin. Apparently, these are a bunch of locks. I think Jason
That
can
looks kinda
explain
cool.
this story a little more. I believe Erwin did provide a little bit of a story behind these locks. Apparently, this photo was taken in China, I believe.
Yes, when Erwin went to go visit China, he found this. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, at the Great Wall, actually, I believe. I think he
Yeah,
found
Great Wall.
that. Yeah, the Great Wall. He found that at the Great Wall. Took a picture of it, and let me get some information on it real quick for you guys. Sorry, I'm kind of trying to hassle. Okay. This was his entry for the photo of the week.
Looks like Pedro.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a chain full of slots from people that locked their love or something like that. He explains, but it looks kind of cool. I like that. I like the way it looks. It's kind of, I don't know. It just seems
A bit of
unique.
a weathered look to it too.
Yeah, exactly, and it looks unique. It's something you don't see every day.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That's for sure. So they locked their love, I guess.
So can they come back there and unlock it?
Yeah, basically, what I'm gathering from this explanation is, boyfriend and girlfriend, they go or they get married, and it's kind of like a tradition, I guess you could say, and they go and have the key to their love, I guess, and padlock it, and there you go, everlasting bond.
Yeah, unless they come back and unlock
Yeah,
it.
and well, if they get a divorce or if they break up or something, of course, yeah, they have to go back and unlock it. But I wonder if any like kind of superstition happens if they don't unlock it. Like something happens, where something's going crazy with their lives or something.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Because I know the Chinese, they have a lot of like superstition stuff they believe in. Yeah, they believe in a lot of superstition stuff. I think I'm saying that right.
So those are the photos of the week. Make sure to send them in on Twitter at FutureTechIdeas, and make sure to share them also on Facebook as well at facebook.com/FutureTechIdeas. Thank you, Erwin.
Isn't that a song? Yeah, I think that's a song.
It is?
Superstition!
Yes, yeah. It is. Yes, it is. I know what you're talking about. I've heard this song.
Elvis.
Oh, I think there's another one, too. It's kind of like that, too.
Yeah, yep.
Anyways, that is Photos Week, so thank you, Erwin. So make sure to send in your photos.
Thank you, Erwin.
Jason, off to your segment now.
All right,
you're doing the deal of the week first.
My segment is Deal of the Week, which is for $16.99, 2 nights for Prime members only. You can also get this for $29.99 if you're not a Prime member. But if you're a Prime member, it's 43% off. The Big Bang Theory, the party game. So yeah, just in time for winter. Get the game, spend your nights and days inside, and have fun playing the game. It's 30 minutes of playtime, basically. The Big Bang is the top-rated comedy on CBS, if you have never heard of it. 60-point game tiles. The game provides hours of the Big Bang Theory fun for 3 to 6 players. Cards capture the pop culture reference and humorous social situations portrayed in the show in a way that is fun and engaging. The link for the game will be in the description below.
Stay. I can't really hang out.
It's
and that's all I got.
Okay, and moving on to the app of the week. For us, another topic by Jason.
Yes, the app of the week. I am actually going to be doing a gameplay video on this on the Future Tech Ideas channel soon. It is Lego Hero Factory Brain Attack. Check out the links for the description below to download, and also check out their website. Enjoy the latest all-action Lego Hero Factory game featuring awesome 3D graphics, incredible weapons, and an army of evil brains. Makahiro City is under attack, and only you can save the day. Defend Makahiro City and stop the waves of brains attacking the Hero Factory. Customize your hero with fantastic weapons and armor. Select Ferno, Bolt, Breeze, or Raka to fight as your sidekick. Earn game points to upgrade your firepower and defenses. The Hero Factory needs your help. Can you be its greatest defender? That's all.
Okay, is there anything else we're missing?
We are not. Make sure to check out Twitter.com/FutureTechIdeas. Follow us on there. Facebook, Twitter. Wait, what did I say?
Facebook.com/FutureTechIdeas, and of course at FutureTechIdeas on Twitter, and of course on Flickr. What are we called?
Future Tech Ideas.
Yeah, Future Tech Ideas, and you can check myself out on Flickr as well at CK263. You can check me out there. Follow Jason at Jason Goyette as well, at CK70 as well for me on Twitter. And Mark, I don't remember, Hyder Potter or something like that?
Yes.
What's yours? I think you're muted or something, but...
Well, Mark, you're muted.
Anyways, I think you know it, Jason, right?
No, Hyder Potter 4010, that's his YouTube. I think Hyder Potter is his Twitter.
Yeah.
All right. Well, make sure to check them out there. And until next time, until next Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, we'll see you then. So we'll be back at that time Saturday. Till next time, have a good one. Oh wait, I can't edit. You have to end it. I almost did the same thing.
Don't exit out.
And you can actually, some of them apparently, depending on which system they go for, in certain places, you can actually even drive your car into.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Also to mention, I wonder the costs on this. Like, would it be cheaper? Would it be cheaper to build a regular rail, or is it a lot cheaper to build the Hyperloop, for example?
I'm not sure on that one. Like, he's been relatively secretive in those details, but yeah. I don't know. Like.
Okay, so Musk says that building a Hyperloop system would cost $6 billion.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It is cheaper now I think about it. Yeah, I think you'd compare something that I think about it, but
several tens of billions proposed for tracks for the California Rail project. Several billion. Oh,
yeah.
Several tens of, holy cow.
But what they want to put in is probably something that's already been tested. They know it works.
Exactly.
So you want to take a chance on how many people that could be riding this thing every day.
Yeah, I totally agree. Because it would probably cost a lot more to have it tested, and it would just add expenses to it.
This thing's going between two major cities, so you know.
Well, San Francisco to LA, isn't it?
Mm.
A train that fast should be going not just from that; it should be going from the East Coast to the West Coast. Because I mean.
Well, apparently it would be more complicated to do it over long distances.
Yeah, and a lot more expensive too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But think about it, if you had a system like that spanned all over North America.
Yeah, and you're first trying it out. You don't want to waste all that money and it be a complete disaster, you know.
Yeah, and then have all this useless infrastructure.
Yeah, they tear out a lot of old buildings and stuff too. I didn't think of that.
Oh yeah, tear down everything, you know, or put it through the middle of the road like some cities want to do.
So that would be scary. You'd be driving down the road. And go, what the heck was that?
Yeah, apparently it's supposed to be some sort of vacuum tube that it would travel.
Yeah, that's interesting because I never heard of this vacuum type method for propulsion. It's kind of weird.
Well, I guess they can put atoms and stuff through it. Isn't that what they do with the
accelerator, particle accelerator?
Yeah, the particle collider and all, where they smash particles into one another.
Oh man, that stuff I love that stuff. I love reading stuff on that, watching stuff on that. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
Search for the God particle.
I remember when the scientists came out and said it was real.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, major news!" Like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
I forget. Isn't the biggest collider in the United States, or is it over in?
I think it's in Europe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in Europe somewhere. Yes.
Yeah.
But the second biggest one is in the United States, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Ohio or somewhere, Indiana, something. I think somewhere around there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Second biggest collider, I believe, is in the United States.
Alrighty. Anything else you want to say? Actually, personally, I should actually mention this. Personally, I think I agree with you. I take my time before I set foot in this thing.
Yeah, I would wait. I would definitely wait and see what happens to it.
Yeah, unless this thing's indestructible and nothing's gonna damage it.
Yeah, but you gotta say $6 billion for something like that. That's pretty cheap.
It is.
Something like that. I mean, 700 miles an hour and all this new technology with it.
$6 billion is a lot of money if it doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, not nowhere near as a life. I mean, they could kill somebody with that thing though.
It's a little scary. I don't know. They have to make sure it worked before they said, yeah, okay, it's safe to ride.
Especially when you mention cars going inside the capsules and stuff. Especially when you mention that, that's a lot of weight.
Oh yeah.
But see, what I don't get is the propulsion and stuff. I wonder if it's a lot safer than regular rails with a vacuum-like tube.
I don't know.
Cause basically it would have to have like a tube around it, right? And then the capsule will go through it. So basically it's kind of like a little cylindrical tube that you're going through.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a vacuum though.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's interesting. I like to read up, find out what happens to it. I like that. I like to find out what happens to it.
Yeah, it does have air in it. Looking at this here, so maybe let's see here. Let's see here. Yes, it would have air in it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So maybe it would be like one of those things, you know, where if you've ever been in a store or something where they got when they put stuff in it and they have to put it in a tube and it, you know, shoots it up and then, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Maybe it's something like that.
Okay, I just found some other information on it. The Musk says that he envisions the tube itself being built above ground, roughly following California's Interstate 5 highway. Sealed capsules carrying 28 passengers each would leave from stations in LA and San Francisco up to every 30 seconds during peak hours. That, every 30 seconds, imagine how many people that could transport. 28 passengers with each capsule.
So how long would it take to stop these things?
3 miles, maybe?
Oh, a little more than that, I think.
Yeah, I think so. How far does the space shuttle have to stop? Like, how far is that? I forget.
I don't know.
Isn't it like a mile and a half? Or
it would be. I think
yeah.
it would be a very long time. This thing would probably take longer.
Half a mile to a mile, I think.
I don't know. It'd be a long time.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Moving on to the next topic, anyways.
Next topic.
Yeah. Moving on. Habitation system envisioned by Elon Musk. It is theoretically supposed to be faster than the world's fastest commercial train, which is in wait, where is it? Thailand? Is it? Hey, I got it here.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll get to that point in a minute. Musk says the new system would be able to transport riders from Los Angeles to San Francisco in 35 minutes using vacuum-like tubes and an air-bearing suspension system. That's a 350-mile or 563-kilometer trip, moving at 700 miles per hour or 1,126 kilometers an hour. That speed would make it faster than the Shanghai Maglev, name we were trying to think of there, train, which was recorded at its fastest speed at 311 miles per hour. So, question is, Jason, would you ride something like the HyperLoop?
I'd have to wait a while and see how it does, because I would rather have it tested out for a couple years and see how it runs, because with all the train disasters and all the bus disasters and all the stuff that's happening with transportation in general, I'd rather hold off on trying something new, because they're not doing a too good job at the public transportation safety wise.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, 700 miles an hour. That's if anything does go wrong, it could be very disastrous.
Oh, yeah. You won't even feel it. You wouldn't feel the wreck. It would be like
unless this thing is indestructible.
Exactly.
This little capsule or whatever you're flying through a tube in. Well, first of all, the tube would probably be disintegrated, at least wherever something happened, and the little capsule would also probably be all over the place.
So the question is, like, the capsules, are they like separate capsules linked, or is it one big capsule? That's what I'm.
I think they're separate capsules. I think to another stream. Anyways, welcome to another live stream here on the Future Tech Ideas YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. If anyone is watching, thank you for tuning in. In this stream, we'll be talking about current events as we usually do, taking a look at some topics, related to current events, and taking a look at the technology as well, and of course. A few police-related things, considering a lot of police brutality cases are in the news and have been for quite some time. So we're going to cover all of that, just me and Jason here. All our other guests are currently unavailable. So Jason Goyette, the owner of Future Tech Ideas, and of course the co-owner, me, will be doing the stream tonight. So anyways, let's get started. Of course, you can follow Future Tech Ideas on Twitter at Future Tech Ideas if you aren't doing that already. You can also like us on Facebook at Facebook.com/Future Tech Ideas. Make sure to like us there. that's pretty much it. So make sure like the video, comment, leave your thoughts and opinions. We might mention those in the video, and of course we'll be mentioning the photo of the week, and I'm pretty sure we'll be doing the deal of the week or something like that.
Oh yeah, deal of the week and app
of the week. So we'll be getting that out of the way towards the end of the broadcast once we're done with all our news stories. So Jason, you have anything to start off with? You want to say? Or?
Yes. First off, make sure to follow me at Jason Goyette on Twitter. Also, we have a Flickr now. It's flickr.com/futuretechIdeas. So I just wanted to mention that, and let's go ahead and get into the show.
Yeah, and you can most certainly follow me at Flickr too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. CK263.
Yeah, that's it. So make sure to check me out, and of course, don't forget about Future Tech Ideas, because can't forget about them.
Oh yeah. Well,
anyways, moving on to our first topic of the evening: a new way to travel, at least possibly. The HyperLoop, a new transport